Hello again everyone, Dflekd here from Firm But Fair Gaming. Want to bring you a video comparing PC to console. I was initially a console player. I was actually getting pretty frustrated with the console. I was getting one-shotted all the time. I didn't wear glass cannon. It was just getting frustrating. The enemies had crazy aim. They seemed to hit hard. The loot drop was crap. I always played on challenging or heroic, and it was just getting very frustrating. I actually took like a week, almost 4 or 5 days off, almost a week off to just play a different game because I was so frustrated with it. And I've been playing console since Warlords came out. So I was playing a little bit before, had a group, was playing console since it came out, and it's taken me a while to grind up the gear I've had on console. This was my best damage build I could make. I wanted the best I could come up with. It of course is running the M1A for max damage. I like the Chatterbox. It hits very hard. The Coyote Mask, I have almost perfect rolls, but this has taken me a very, very long time to make. It took months upon months grinding gear. You can see that all my stuff isn't perfect. Like, I still have a Contractor's Gloves that's missing 4% weapon damage. This one I had to put glass cannon on this one. It was usually running focus, but with the changes to focus a while back, I didn't like running it anymore, so I actually had to switch it. I did have the perfect rolled holster, which was nice. That was an awesome piece. It's one of my favorite pieces I actually have. And then I'm still missing on the knee pads. This was a build that has taken months upon months upon months to make. Now, other than this build, my other favorite build is my True Patriot Pestilence. I really enjoy this build. It's just a great build to run. It gives you a little more survivability. The damage was pretty good. It seems like they did a silent nerf on Pestilence. For some reason, I don't know. I haven't really tested it fully to find out, but it seems to be hitting less hard. But then again, on console, everything seems to be hitting less hard these days. It just seems that console is, I don't know how it got different than PC, but it seems very, very different. So I have the Pestilence. I have my Glory Days, which was a great roll. It's great for consoles. It doesn't move. I still run the Coyote Mask because it's perfect for any crit build you want to build. And then these, like my True Patriot set, that again, I've been looking and grinding and after for months on months since Warlords came out to try and get great rolls. And they're okay. Like, they're not bad. I've had to put on weapon damage on this one using the same Contractor's Gloves. And like, they're okay rolls. There's nothing great about them. They're just mediocre. I've had to put on what I wanted. They're 60% armor, and then I rolled headshot, or they're 60% headshot and I rolled weapon damage. It's just, it seems that the drops from challenging and heroic on Xbox are just not there. I don't know about PlayStation. I've never played on PlayStation, but Xbox, it was brutal. Like, I've been playing challenging and heroic for over a month and a bit now. So it's been a long time grinding out. It's probably been closer to 2 months that I've been grinding and grinding these missions, and I'm not getting the loot drops. And I actually went and got it on PC because I was so frustrated, and I just tried it on PC with some friends that they were bugging me to come play, and I did. And they're a great bunch of guys to play with, and they're like Division, so I switched over to PC, and in one day, less than 4 hours, I will show you the roles that I now have. So this is my PC character. I don't have a great Baker's Dozen because, I've only played on PC for 4-ish hours. But to show you the difference, it's just unbelievable. So, my Baker's Dozen's nothing to really write home about. It only does 440 damage. It's 50% stats. It's not great. But I have a custom P416. Great stats. It's got Sadist on it. I haven't changed anything because I don't know what I want to change. I actually really haven't converted anything but except one stat in the whole piece, or whole setup. But the pistol is as good as the one I have on Xbox. It's the same pistol, equally as good. It's got Ranger, which who cares on a pistol and who really uses a pistol that much. But the gear itself, a Providence mask, it's pretty good rolls. I haven't re-rolled anything. I'm going to re-roll the skill haste into something. I don't even have it modded yet because I didn't even bother putting a mod in. I can put a 10.3, I believe, 10.8 crit hit damage. Right there, 10.8. My backpack is almost a god roll backpack that I got within 4 hours of playing the game. This thing is unbelievable. It's I'm going to re-roll the crit hit chance for when I get a better crit hit chance stat, so it will be 95% perfect. It's got vigilance on, so I don't even have to run or change that. It's just unbelievable backpack. The loot here is insane. My assault gloves, almost god roll. They would be god roll if I had a better headshot damage. And this is within 4 hours of playing. The loot here is unbelievable. I played on normal and then I switched right to challenging within a couple hours of hitting 40 because the loot was just so good. Now my buddy hooked me up with the tardigrade armor system, so he got a good roll on this, and I just like running the chest piece when you don't have any better gear because it gives you that extra boost of health. But he also hooked me up with the Fox's Prayers, which again, almost perfect armor regen, and I'm going to re-roll the weapon damage so it's perfect. So this will be another god roll piece. And lastly, I have to work on the holster. This is just a piece that's dropped so far. I don't really have anything better, but again, I've only played 4 hours on this. So you can see that like these rolls are just significantly better than Xbox. Like it's unbelievable the change. Like PC just has it, they just give you the loot. Like I got this piece on normal. Just drops almost a god roll piece. Striker set from the season, almost a god roll piece. Like it's the rolls that you're getting here are just great rolls. Another striker set, great piece. Here's a wyvern set, almost god roll. It's unbelievable. Like you're sitting here at 90%. Xbox, I've been farming for months. I don't even have this quality of gear on Xbox. Months and months of farming for nothing, where you can do this in PC in a couple hours. I don't understand why the big difference between PC and Xbox. So before I actually got a Merciless to drop. It's pretty good roll. It's not the best, but it's pretty good. I haven't re-rolled it yet because I don't have any exotic pieces to roll into it. But you can see a rifle. Great rolls on the rifle. Another Glory Days. I was using the Grudge, which is over 80% rolled. It's just gear on gear on gear is hugely, insanely better than the gear I was getting on Xbox. And I was playing Xbox, I played again just last week and up until a couple days ago just to see if the loot was better. And it is not. As you can see on this PC, I'm on normal right now. I switched back to normal to try some hunters, and the game on PC is just easier. The enemies seem to hit less hard. I was doing missions on challenging with not even the gear I have on now, with lesser gear, and I wasn't even going down. On Xbox, I was fully geared out in my my True Patriot set, and I was going down like crazy. It's just, the difference is so unbelievably insane. I don't understand what's going on. I don't. But if you have the choice and you can make the switch to PC, make the switch. In a matter of hours, you'll be ahead of where you are on Xbox or on PlayStation. It doesn't take long at all. Like it's just crazy, the loot drops. You can play on normal and get better loot than what you're going to get on heroic and challenging on Xbox. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. So I made the switch over. I will still play on Xbox, but I made the switch to play on PC a bit here, and it's insane. Like you can see my watch level is 11, so I'm literally 11 in 4 hours or so, and it's unbelievable. Unbelievable the loot that drops on any setting. go switch to PC if you can, because Xbox is getting the shaft, and I don't know why Division is not changing the drops and changing the difficulty on Xbox, because I can fly through missions on PC, but yeah, Xbox is actually, it's more of a challenge. If you want a challenge, go to Xbox. But if you want better gear, you want easier rolls, like every roll is going to be great, or the majority are going to be great, go to PC. Switch to PC if you can, because Xbox and PlayStation, they need to fix it. It's pretty trash right now, and I was getting frustrated just trying to run basic stuff on Xbox. You know, being one-shotted in a True Patriot build was just brutal. Absolutely brutal. So switch over, if you can. But if you can't, I'm sorry. Yeah, you'll have to deal with the garbage that they're giving in Xbox or PlayStation. So once again, Dflekd from Firm but Fair Gaming.